All right, we are live again, everybody. Welcome back to Strongman. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends about me. And if you have a question, you can email me, and I will make you an anonymous video, which I'm doing right now. So we have a question from one of my subscribers that's very active on my channel, and I appreciate you. And thank you for emailing me. He said, we'll call him Mr. W. He says, hey, I'm looking into some programs for a master's in accounting at Liberty U. There are 7 specializations: general, audit, financial reporting, business, financial services, forensic accounting, leadership, and taxation. I'm looking for one that will be very practical. My work experience is in trust administration. I am not well suited for management leadership positions and climbing the corporate ladder. So maybe you want to be self-employed. Forensic accounting sounds kind of cool if you think it's a reasonable choice, or is it too niche and it might be hard to find work in law enforcement. And then he said, I love financial services, trusts, and optimizing taxes. And then he says, like, what are my thoughts on each one of these? Well, here's the thing, man. You sound like the kind of guy, if you don't want to climb the corporate ladder, I mean, you don't necessarily want a degree that's going to keep you inside the corporate system. If you like optimizing taxes and financial services and trusts, one of the best degrees you could get would be a master's in taxation, because it automatically fulfills all the things you like. You like trusts, you like optimizing taxes. That's all tax there because tax law is extremely complex. And by getting a master's or a specialization in taxation, you actually get to go into the weeds about that, and you're more employable in those fields. So, and then, yeah, you don't want to climb the corporate ladder. Now, if you get a master's in taxation, you will hopefully have enough credits to sit for the CPA exam. So you definitely want to do that. No matter what you specialize in, what you choose, you need to get the CPA. If you still don't know what to do, I mean, I guess you can maybe start your degree and not worry about what you're going to emphasize in yet, and maybe take a class in each and then see what you actually like the most. But based on this, it looks like a master's in taxation would be the best way to go, because there's always going to be job for people that want to specialize in taxation. And on top of that, ideally what you want to do, you want to get your master's in taxation, you want to graduate, start taking the CPA exams, and apply for a public accounting firm, preferably a firm that specializes in taxes. Because when you do that, it's going to suck because you're going to have to work for a corporation for a couple of years. But while you're a public accountant with taxation, you're going to get tons and tons and tons of experience with tax. And what that does is you get a decent salary, you get a ton of experience, they pay for your CPA, and after a couple of years, you're so well versed in the material that you can actually leave and start your own tax practice. And in your tax practice, you can specialize in all the stuff you like. Now, because you know so much about taxes, it would make you a fantastic financial planner. It doesn't guarantee it, but it makes you a lot better, because what a lot of people do is when they think about investing, they don't think about taxes at all. You know, they open the Robinhood accounts and they buy options and they sell crap at short-term capital gains. They don't know what a dividend is or the different types of taxation on different dividends. They don't know crap. But if you have a master's in taxation, you're a CPA, and then, you know, maybe you can be certified to even sell financial products. I mean, obviously don't rip people off, because I generally hate financial advisors, but you can be licensed to sell financial products. So you have your own tax practice where you're specializing in all sorts of different tax issues, and you're a financial planner. And I think there is a certification for CPAs that are financial planners. I think it's called like the PFS. I think I should have looked that up before I did this, but it's definitely a certification that you can pursue that makes you even more qualified to be a financial planner or do financial services. And you can optimize people's taxes. So that's the best route to take. I would specialize in taxation. I would work for a public accounting firm for a couple of years after you graduate. You're going to hate your life, so don't get mad at me if you're sucking for a couple of years. But you're going to learn so much, and you're going to get your CPA, that when you leave that, your life will get a lot better, because now you're highly likely to succeed at self-employment because you know so much and you're so specialized. Now, looking at these other ones like general accounting, I mean, what does that do? That's just like a smorgasbord. Audit and financial reporting, I mean, you're probably going to have to work for a corporation. Forensic accounting, I mean, that's kind of niche, but there are jobs out there for that in the government. But if you don't want to work for the corporations or for a government, I wouldn't recommend that. Leadership, no. Taxation, I would say taxation is probably the best and most specialized out of all of those. Okay? So that's my thoughts on that. I think that's it. Well, like, subscribe, comment. You guys have a wonderful day.